So, Unrivaled, look, it's not real basketball, but, big but here, I think that Fever fans in general should be really happy. Really, really happy because of the development of Aaliyah Boston. Like, she is, for me, gone into that dark horse MVP candidate territory. I don't think she's going to be an MVP candidate, but I think she's in the dark horse candidate. Like, there's a word, like, I think the Indiana Fever obviously are going to have what is the best big three in the WNBA next year by a mile with what we're seeing from Aaliyah Boston. Because today we saw Aaliyah come out and hit 3 of 5 3-pointers. Yes, we saw Aaliyah Boston make 3 3-pointers. And they were like one of them was contested in rhythm. She wanted to shoot when she was open. That is what you want to see. You if she has the ability to pop, that pick and roll, pick and pop, pick and short roll, drag screen, slipping, the 2-man game between her and Caitlin Clark is going to be unguardable. I mean that. It is going to be completely unguardable. The only way you can really guard the 2-man game is by playing up on Caitlin a little bit, but kind of dropping and basically daring Aaliyah to shoot the 3, which she didn't want to shoot last year. Now Aaliyah is basically like, you know what, I need to shoot the 3. I need to shoot the 3. And she goes and hits 3 of 5 in a game. And that's massive. The highlights aren't really there. I'm trying to see if I can find anything. Unfortunately, I can't find any highlights anywhere of Aaliyah Boston going and hitting the 3s. But I just got to say, like, it was impressive. One thing is, though, there's no pressure. She was playing against a complete joke of a team. Like, they literally walk past the halfway line and Marina Mabrey chucks a half-court shot and airballs it half the time. Rachel Banham is airballing probably close to 50% of the shots she's taken. Like, it is laughable what this Lunar Elves team is doing. Like, Temmie's just there airballing 3s. Like, it is laughable how bad they are. Like, they might not win a game. They're like last year's Phantom without the talent. Last year's Phantom had so much talent, they just didn't give a fuck. Like, Brittany Griner was shooting transition 3s, and Katie Lou was at times their best player. Like, it was mad. It was mad seeing what they were doing. That being said, though, you've got a situation now with the Lunar Elves where they have the Marina Mabrey problem or solution, where Marina Mabrey does not give one flying fuck about winning a game. She's there for the lols. She's there to work out, get in shape, and chuck. Like, she does not care. And she it's like she learned offense from Gandalf. You shall not pass. Like, it's like right before every single game. And I don't see him winning a game. I think her and Leah Edwards are going to get theirs. I literally don't see them winning a game. They're terrible. Like, Fee's out for Unrivaled. And maybe Skylar Diggins can will them to a win if Skylar Diggins plays. I don't know what's wrong with Skylar Diggins. But I remember Mabrey last year, it was like, is going to be out for 1 to 2 weeks and then miss the entirety of Unrivaled. So you just never know what's going to be happening with these players. You never know what these players are looking at doing. That being said, though, what Aaliyah Boston did today was impressive. She was still dominant on the inside. But for me, it was that jump shooting. It was that 3-ball. Like, we know how effective Aaliyah Boston is with the face-up game. And by the way, Aaliyah Boston is in serious shape. Like, she was outrunning Dom Malonga. She was outrunning Cameron Brink in the first game, who are considered to be 2 of the, like, modern bigs. And she's a little bit shorter than Cameron Brink. Doesn't block shots like Cameron Brink. I don't even know if there is a comparison, like, to what Aaliyah Boston can do. Like, the Jokic comparison might be there. A much bigger Sarah Strong, she has the potential to be that. And it's like every year there's something new to her coming into her game. The last time we've seen a big just randomly start developing skills like Aliyah has was AJ Wilson. Like, AJ Wilson had no jump shot coming into the league. No 3-point jump shot, ended up shooting 40% last year. She became a guard. Like, obviously the mid-range came, the fade came after she went into the league. And you're looking at Aliyah and it's like, She's developing that three ball, the face up game. I don't think she has quite the lateral movement, the kind of, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, there's a kind of, the way the footwork is, I think her footwork's really good going into people and playing bully ball, but I don't think the footwork for the finesse footwork, the Kevin McHale type footwork into the fade, the dream shake, I don't think she has that. I don't know if she'll gain that. I just don't know movement wise if that's something she'll be able to do effectively. I don't care if she can hit the three. Like, if she hits the three, then it changes who the Fever can sign, and especially the shape that she's in. It allows the Fever, look, Azare is the ideal situation. She's going to be taken by an expansion franchise. She's not going to be a free agent. We are not going to get Azare. Alana Smith is still ideal, probably stays in Minnesota. But after those two, you're like, it allows you to to bring in kind of, I'm not even going to say a non-shooter, but like somebody that's not like a true big. It allows you to do that as a backup. I still wouldn't start a true big, but like you can bring in like a true big as a backup. Heck, Bree Turner as a backup's fine. She's fine as a backup power forward center to play with Aliyah. Bringing her back on a minimum. I don't hate that. Like, she plays defense, she tries. Like, I'm fine with that on a minimum. But at the end of the day, you're looking at who very well could be the second best post player in the league next year, depending on how Fee comes back from that surgery. I'm not counting. Stewie's a big wing. Like, if you're looking at it, and you're looking at players under 25, it is Caitlin, Aliyah, Paige, Angel. They're the best four. They're the top four under 25. Don't care what anyone else says. They're the top four in that order. And maybe Caitlin, Aliyah, Angel, Paige. That could be the order. But they are, in my opinion, levels above a Citron, who's probably fifth. They're levels above a Citron, and they're levels above any rookie coming in this year. Those five. And yeah, look, it's going to be scary how good Aaliyah Boston is going to be. 24 years old next season. And I think she's going to be an MVP candidate. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. Like, do I think she's going to win it? Probably not, because I don't know if she'll get the counting stats. And I do think there is a situation where her, Caitlin, and Kelsey Mitchell kind of eat into each other's counting stats. But at the end of the day, like, if this is the version of Aliyah that we're getting, I mean this when I say this, like, she could come right in and be like, she could be the main player for the Fever. You run the offense through Caitlin and Aliyah. And I don't care if it turns out that Aliyah's improvement ascends Aaliyah Boston to the best player and become the best player in the league, and Caitlin's the 1B. I actually don't care, because at the end of the day, it's not a new Aaliyah Boston. It's not the big, bruising, back down South Carolina Aaliyah Boston. This is a faster, quicker, better decision maker, shooter, inside out, outside, has ability on the outside, inside out, pick and roll, pick and pop. This is this dynamic modern big who can absolutely play with a pick and roll, ball dominant Steve Nash, Tyrese Halliburton-esque guard who can absolutely do that. She's like a completely juiced up Domantas Sabonis with defense, playing with Halliburton. Like, that's gonna be scary. And then you get fucking Klay Thompson-ish player when she wants to be. Klay Thompson with like a mixture of Klay Thompson and Cam Thomas. The good things with Klay Thompson and the good things of Cam Thomas combined in one in Kelsey Mitchell. Like, no one's stopping that three. And if you even need to realize that, they don't need an attached Howard. You don't need a Dwan Bar. You don't need a 4 and 5. Just get a bunch of role players. Surround those three, win a championship. Trust me on this one, especially with Aliyah shooting the three ball. Holy shit, the Fever are going to be good.